Hey there, this is Gary Lupton from Salem High School. I am the computer science teacher at Salem High School, and I am putting together a series of short videos on how to do some really kind of fundamental things that we all need to learn how to do in Canvas as we endeavor this next year on creating courses that we can really teach 100% online for the kids that choose to do that. So to start with this, what I'm going to do first is get you guys into Canvas and show you how to set up the course navigation in one of your pages. So to start with, we need to get to our Salem City Schools Canvas site, which is Salem VA, that's all one word, SALEMVA .instructure, which we can see right here, the word instructure.com. So salemva.instructure.com. And when you get there, the way that you're going to log in is with your Salem City Schools email address, and then the default password that they have set up for you for everything from email to Google to logging into a computer. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. And when I log into my course, it takes us right to the dashboard. And I actually have some courses that I'm currently working on because I have 5 courses that I'm teaching this year. So I'm trying to get a little bit of a head start on getting some of those things ready. But one of the things that I want to do is take you into a course where I haven't done anything yet to show you how to set up the left-hand navigation within your course. So I'm going to go into our Introduction to Game Design course. And again, I haven't touched this course yet. I just made the course shell out on the dashboard. For you, you don't have to make a course shell. You can just use the sandbox. So if I go back to the dashboard, everybody is going to have a sandbox. Not everybody is going to have all their courses already set up. I just used the button over here to start these new courses so that I could start organizing them and laying them out. But you certainly don't need to do that. In fact, the school division is going to give you your courses, but it's totally okay to make some of your courses in a new shell, because if you create the courses in this shell, you'll just be able to import it from the shell right into the course that Salem City Schools makes for you, and it's really super simple to be able to do that. So don't get intimidated and think you're going to be doing work that's not going to matter. If you do the work now, you'll be able to pull it into the course when Salem City Schools makes it for you. So feel free to work in your sandbox, work in any of your courses that you've made. I've already done some things in my sandbox in my Computer Science Foundations course. But again, I'm going to go into one that I haven't touched, so it's going to look like your sandbox course or any of your courses that you also haven't touched. So when I go into the Introduction to Game Design course, what you're going to see right away is that I have this left-hand navigation for the course. And again, the difference is the far left navigation is the navigation for all of Canvas, and the left-hand inner navigation is the course navigation. So when you look at these links in here, these will take you to different places within the course. These links on the far left take you to different places within Canvas. So what we want to do first is really align the links that are available over here on the left with what Salem City Schools has said we need. And Salem City Schools says that there are five links that we need on the left, no more, no less. And the reason why that is if we go into the student view, what you're going to see, this is exactly what a student will see when they log into your course for the first time, is they're going to see these links over here. And we want to have students have a consistent feel across all of their classes, because what we don't want to have happen is, one kid with 7 different high school level courses now sees all of these different ways of navigating, or one family that has a kid at the high school, a kid at the middle school, and kids in elementary school, they could have 20 or more possible ways of navigating, and that's overwhelming. So we're really trying to condense this down into one approach that is going to be the approach that we're taking at Salem City Schools. So I'm going to leave this view, and I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom of this course where I can find the settings link. And in the settings link, there's a lot of things that we can do. We're not going to play with all those things right now. We're just going to focus on the navigation. So we're going to go and click on the navigation tab at the top, and it has that full list of links that are available to us within Canvas. So as a reminder, there's 5 links that we need to have. The first one is home. The second one is announcements. The third one is syllabus. So I'm going to click on the vertical ellipse next to syllabus here and hit move. I'm actually going to put that one right after the home page. So my order is going to be home, syllabus, announcements. The next link we need to have is modules. Modules is where all of the learning activities are going to live. So you'll, again, learn more about that in another video or at a different PD. So I'm going to put that after our announcements. And then the fifth link we need to have is grades. So I'm going to move grades to after modules. And that means I have all of these other links left here. So what I want to do is disable them. Now, really important to know, when you disable these, it's not being disabled for you as the teacher, it's just being hidden from students. So as I go through and disable all of these links, don't think that you're not going to be able to access these things. You will. And many of these things you will need to access. Probably many of you will create assignments and quizzes and pages, use your Google Drive and do some different things with Canvas. But again, we don't need to have all of them available to students because we want students to focus on finding their work in the modules link. That's the one that we want to have highlighted. And really, when students are working virtually, we want them to be able to go to the announcements to know what they're supposed to be doing on any given week or day to be able to complete the activities that we have set up in modules for them. So you'll notice now I have two sections. One is the 5 links that we need to have, and the second is this list of disabled links, which again are only hidden from students. So when I save this, it's just going to refresh the page, tell me everything's good. I'm going to click back on home, and you'll notice I have my 5 links. 2 of them have this little eyeball with a slash through it. That's an icon that shows you it's currently invisible to students. The ones below it are all going to stay that way, and students never have access to settings, so don't worry about the fact that that's not marked that way. But these will never be available to students, and right now the announcements and the modules aren't available just because we haven't posted anything for a student. So if I go into the announcements, I can just create a new announcement, and I can just call this a test announcement. Say making the announcements link visible. I'm going to hit save. And notice as soon as I have this announcement in here, that link is no longer invisible. So I hit home, and now only modules is invisible. So I'm going to go to modules, and I'm going to add a new module, and I'm going to call this module Unit 1. Call it whatever you want, week 1, topic 1, there's no limit there. And if I make this module published, that means students will start to have access to it. But now, of course, students don't have anything in here to use. So in the module, this is where we're going to put all of our content, and we'll have a different video on this. For right now, I'm just going to put an external URL. So maybe I have a Kia quiz that I want students to take, so I might put the Kia quiz in here, course intro quiz. This is a great tool, the external URL tool to do that with. So I add that item. I make this item visible by publishing it. So as soon as my module is now published, I go home, and now all 5 of my links are there. So students can now have access to the home page, the syllabus, announcements, modules, and grades, and not have access to anything else. So we have just streamlined the navigation kids have to learn to be able to use our course, which is a great first step. So the next video that we're going to do is going to be about using the homepage. So feel free to check that out, as well as any of the other videos that we create here to teach you how to do the basic setup that we need to do in Canvas for all of our students to be able to be successful. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.